I wasn't paying attention at the time. Ken's sitting beside her already, has tears down his cheeks. That's when my authoritative voice breaks. I mean, if you three are willing to accept my offer, that is. I didn't mean to push you or... Thank you. Aww, so cute. She's hugging him. I currently ship this also. This is a good alternative. Yes. Katherina literally leaped over the campfire and threw herself to me in an embrace, almost making me fall back from my seat. It wasn't for Kenneth who took hold of my arm. Thank you, Sir Raphael. Thank you. It actually feels nice to be hugged by a girl like this. It took Katherina a moment to realize what she just did before slowly parting from me, her face reddening. My pleasure. Aww, that's cute. I responded after an awkward silence, and then Kent took hold of my hand to give me a firm handshake, clearly appreciative of my offer. You're a real knight, alright. Thank you immensely. Kenneth spoke up next, but then paused to look around. Say, where's Felicia? She went for her nightly walk. She does that every night. Needs some time alone for herself. You sure it's okay for her to walk alone like this? Yes, she might not look it, but she's able to take care of herself. But she's tinier than Katherina. I'll go look for her. It's not a good idea, but okay. As Kenneth went off into the woods, I tried to call him back one last time. The more you worry about her, the more she'll dislike you. Thanks for the tip, buddy. He responded cheerfully and ran off anyway. I only sighed at that, but allowed him to go find Felicia. It's getting dark out and we're in unknown territory. So now I was left with Kent and Katherina. Kent went off to unload their pack while Katherina got started on cleaning our leftover dinner. She's obviously distracting herself from looking at me properly. Kent looks like he needs a bit of help. Plus, I wanted to know from him personally what these water people are like, so I may understand my potential enemy. Katherina seems like she wants to ask me something. What should I do? Oh, fuck. This Kent's or Katherina? But she wants to ask me something. But I could show you more about the mermaid peoples. Katherina. Kent is difficult. Yeah, Katherina. I glanced at Katherina, and just my luck, our eyes met. Still embarrassed of what happened, she lowered her gaze back to the fire, her cheeks aglow with the flame. I was thinking of pushing her to tell me what she wanted to say, but just as I was taking my breath, she spoke up. Do you really like her? Since I was expecting her to say something, I was not supposed to be surprised, but the choice of her topic rendered me confused. Pardon? Do you truly love Felicia? Now I can feel my face heating up, but I need to respond, cleverly if possible. Is it that obvious? That turned out to sound like I'm half joking when I heard it with my own voice. Katherina let out a light giggle, which calmed down my nerves. I think this is the first time I'm literally discussing what Felicia is to me. Then why didn't you stop Kenneth? You could have gone to find her yourself. I see. Knowing where this is going, I smiled calmly towards her. Just because I like her doesn't mean I own her. What? Kenneth can have all the chances to pursue her as much as I do. I can't strip away his chances just because I met her first. It doesn't feel fair. But don't you think that one simple chance you gave Kenneth might wreck your wish? And you have every power to stop it from happening, yet you didn't. That might be, but in the end it's Felicia's choice either way. It's her choice entirely on who to choose. I can't very well force myself on her, don't you think? What if forcing works? Then I'm a terrible gentleman. My smooth reply earned me a blushing and smiling Katherina. I guess what I'm trying to say is, to me, personally, love isn't about possession. It's about appreciation. There was a pause from Katherina. She seems to be thinking about something long and hard. I wouldn't blame her. I was blinded for years, stuck in my own world where I always ended up hurting myself, until I met Felicia. She was actually the one who taught me about what I believe in now, about my current standing of what love means to me. Love is one thing that I won't allow myself to be selfish of. Because when love is concerned, in its purest form, it's all about appreciation of one another. Acceptance as well. If we focus too much on the possession aspect of it, then surely it will hurt us so much the pain might never end. Then, you don't always get what you love? Not always, I'm afraid. Suddenly her smile grows faint and her eyes grazed away from mine. It was such a curious reaction, I'm starting to assume something. Then, I'd like you to know that I may have taken a liking to you, Sir Raphael. My assumption was quickly proven to be correct. Though I'm not as selfless as you. In fact, I'm very selfish. I wish I could possess you, and at the same time I appreciate you and your kindness very much. But like you said, we don't always get what we love, and it's entirely your choice on who to choose. I'd like to let you know, though, that I'll be waiting if you change your mind. Nyah. She takes all of this so maturely and states out her thoughts with poise and confidence. It's honestly a very attractive quality. I'm suddenly feeling very fortunate to be able to meet someone like Katherina, much less attract her romantically. I wonder, what is it about me that she finds attractive? Is it because I'm helping her? Perhaps I gave her hope? Did I save her? Or a reason that I myself can't see? Whatever it is, it's making me so immensely happy to be treasured by another person like this. I can't stop smiling. Thank you, Katherina. I appreciate your honesty very much. In fact, I'd like to get to know you more after my duty is complete. That makes me happy. I'd like to learn more about you as well soon. I'll be waiting for your return in Krona then, Sir Raphael. Of course, thank you. I can't express how flattered I feel. I'm truly honored, Katherina. We share a smile to each other. Katherina looks like she just released a great burden off her shoulders and seems to be very pleased with herself. I'm proud of her as well, in a way. Now I need to do my part. I need to find out what's going on and save Bavaria, now that I have something to look forward to once I complete my duty to my country. Just as we're finished, Kent returned from unpacking. Only then did we realize that both Kenneth and Felicia have not yet returned. Uh-oh. You two stay here, I'll go look for them. Well, I'm especially worried. I kept a calm voice when I announced my course of action to them. After picking up the thick piece of wood from the campfire as a makeshift torch, I rushed towards where I last saw Felicia. Once I'm out of their sight, though, I sped up to where I last saw Kenneth and got my foot under something large. Falling on the ground roughly, I'm thankful I didn't drop the torch, so I quickly rolled myself back to my feet to see what I tripped on. Really hurt, man. I tripped on Kenneth, it seemed. Kenneth, what are you doing down there? Are you alright? Huh? While seeing Kenneth being fine as a relief, I looked around to try and locate Felicia. Kenneth, where's Felicia? Every time this happens, I always feel this familiar wave of panic. Every single time she disappeared. She would always turn up fine in the end, but something fell on my head before I could even get her attention. How do you keep attracting heavy things falling on your head? Never mind that. Where'd you last see her? There. Kenneth pointed deeper in the woods. At least I think that's the deeper part. Can't even tell how deep it is with how dark the forest is. Alright, you go back to camp and wait with your siblings. I'm going to look for her. What? No, I'm going to look for Felicia too. Kenneth, please leave it to me. She is my responsibility, while yours is protecting your siblings. How is she suddenly your responsibility? It's not like you're married to her. What? Just after I said to Katherina about being possessive, too. Kenneth is angry at me somehow. How should I respond? I don't know, Jim. Kenneth, this is no time to argue. You were the one who allowed her to walk off alone in the first place. So you're blaming me? Who else is there to blame? If you wouldn't cry in front of her, she wouldn't have to leave the camp. What? Ugh, this is getting nowhere. I'll go find her. Kenneth took hold of my shoulder and turned me to face him before I could even advance further. Kenneth! Don't you dare leave without explaining what exactly you meant by what you said. The sentence? No.